What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind when we rewind.
What is up, guys? So listen and get into this because Dr. Umar Johnson, he is online asking people to send him money because he's locked out of his accounts. I'm just going to go ahead and share this video, guys, because it's mighty funny that after the woman that he blasted on social media, calling her the throat and saying that her coochie smelled like an aquarium, smelled like the ocean, the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean, and had every crustacean and shellfish and anything that you in it, that's what she smelled like. But yeah, he was swimming up in that, right? Now he's online asking people to send him money. My screen so we can go ahead and get into this because I find this very, very ironic.
Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858.
All right, I'm going to pause this for a moment because I actually want to roll it back. Okay, let's roll it back a little bit.
This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. I logged into my account.
So there he starts with the manipulation because he wants you all to know he's a giver. So he said his home hit him up asking for a couple of dollars. So he wanted to help him out. So that's when he checked out.
Just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log to my account. I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account.
Does that even make sense to anybody? I mean, it happens all of the time. I know I get text messages from the bank saying, "Did you attempt to, purchase at this place or whatever?" I'll say no. Put a block on my card, and then I will contact the bank to the information, and then get a new card. Blah, blah blah blah, and then credit card stuff too. But they didn't have a record of his bank account.
They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account.
So if there is an investigation going on, I don't see the bank doing that because of a person or even for fraud. If there is an actual investigation going on and his accounts have been frozen, sounds like some government stuff to me. Like, seriously.
I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude.
All right, guys. This is a lot. If the bank has an investigation going on, I don't see them not contacting him in any way, shape, or form. But let's continue because I'm going to roll it back even a little bit more.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, Intercontinental Ifatunde RB Jesus, coming to you live and direct from Philadelphia. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. I have a very important message. I'm only going to keep you about 5 minutes. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my continental Africans. Peace and Pan-Africanism to my Australian Africans. Africanism to my New York, my Carolina announcement. I need y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. I'm only going to keep you a few minutes. This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies, July 10th, only to discover that I could not log into my account. No record of my account. They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account.
That makes sense because if the account is under investigation, for them to say they have no record of it, that is just that's ludicrous.
So then I called the bank, and the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month, see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude.
Who are the people that are like continuously donating money for this for the Neverland school? That's what I want to know.
They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public.
Now, see, pause it for a moment because he's obviously been watching the interviews. He's been watching the comment section. And I even had somebody to try to go off on me in my comments saying that because I had mentioned that I was surprised what she looked like. I really was shocked. I didn't expect her to look like that, but I didn't think ugly woman, and she's not. But a lot of people were saying they were saying comments like Medea, and I believe it was because of her hair, because Medea wears a gray wig. That's all I said. And the person was like, "You just need to be honest. You know that Medea is not pretty, so you just have to just say that this woman, she's ugly." I never said that she was ugly. She looks beautiful to me. I just didn't expect someone that was her, honestly, even Dr. Umar is an older person. Creeps like that, they usually creep with the younger chicks. So I was expecting it to be someone younger. I did not expect it to be someone that was close to or the same age or maybe a little bit older than he was, to be honest with you. Actually, if he was a respectable person, I would say much respect due to him for messing around with somebody close to his age, because a lot of guys like Shannon Sharp and him don't. So that's all I was saying. I didn't say that she looked like Medea, and I didn't even say that she's ugly. I don't believe that the woman is ugly, but he's obviously been watching comment sections, and people have been, saying things like Medea. It's really just because of the hair. That's it. That's it. But anyway, not that I owe anybody an explanation because I already like responded to that comment, but I just wanted to put that out there because him saying, "Yeah," it's like, okay, dude, now she's Medea. Get out of here.
That's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested, because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
All right, that's enough of that. Listen, the man is here begging people to send him money. How about you just go and use your skills at work? Because at this point in time, I feel like he just needs to shutter that dream of having the school for Black boys. It has been at least 10 years, if not longer, that he's been talking about. And I'm like, who are the people that is continuously sending him money? I don't know. People have the right to do what they want to do with their own funds. I respect it, but I would respect it more if you're giving your money to a worthy cause. And there's so many worthy causes out here. It's admirable. It was admirable at one point for him to about building a school for Black boys and educating them, in the ways that would be for them to. But it's like those boys that you had envisioned at the time. Not saying it isn't going to be a continual thing, but a lot of those boys have graduated from college. They're married, have families, all this other stuff, right? School would probably never be built by the time they have children and have boys. This is ridiculous. And then he wants to talk about the one he was having sex with and calling her Medea. I didn't call her Medea. I said that a lot of people said that in the comment section, and I believe that because of the way her hair is, and her hair is all gray, is actually beautiful. It's not a wig, and we know Medea wears a wig and she wears a gray wig. That's what it was about. If her hair was any other color, nobody would be saying Medea, period. So, with that being said, Dr. Umar Johnson is broke. He's begging for cash. He's blaming this woman. And then he refuses to get up and go work and do something where he can actually earn money himself instead of getting online, asking people to send him money. Are you going to be hitting up his PayPal? Are you going to be hitting up his Apple Pay? I sent a dime to the dude. So And it's really sad. It's such a grift. It's such a grift. And this so-called conscience community, in my personal opinion, is fine. I'm not saying that the people who are involved in that community don't have any type of knowledge or intelligence or even some type of wisdom. Those people, unfortunately, they have used people and it has become a big con. This is a con at this point. It is not beneficial for anybody but him. He's talking about he just got back from South Africa. He's traveling the world, talking about his followers in Australia and this place and that place and whatever you have. And I say you, when I say you, I'm speaking to the people who actually do die hard follow him and open up their wallets to send him money. It's crazy. Stop doing it. Stop supporting these grifters and these cons. I am so disgusted with it. I have been for a very long time. Yeah, I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole right now, but I want to know what you guys think about this because he is a broken man. Broken, broken. And then coming on to talk about how he didn't even realize it at first until his homeboy hit him up asking for some. And so when he was going to open up his wallet, open up whatever to send his homeboy some cash, realized that his bank accounts were frozen. So he wants you to believe that he's a giver and he was trying to give to somebody else. And then when he found out when he was about to give to somebody else, his accounts were frozen. Get out of here. The continual play on the emotions is unreal, but for him, it's just par for the course. I want to know what you guys think about all of this, so please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.